Hello, this is Dina with Pretty Productive, and we're going to be doing a cash stuffing envelope for October week 3. And let's get started. This is the Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly in the 7x9 size. And this is where we are with our budget right now. So I went ahead and kind of did a week 3. So the way I started this month was I started the week of September 30th through. So it kind of made October week 1 kind of early. So I did stuff my envelopes on the 29th of September, and then week 2 was from 10/6 to 10/12, and then week 3 was from 10/13 to 10/19. So this is where we are with the budget, and then we'll stuff envelopes for the next 2 weeks. So for groceries, I started out with $500 in my category. I currently have $164 left that I'm going to be stuffing today. Eating out, I started with $200, and I currently have $113 left to use. Recreation, I started with $70. I have $1. No, I'm sorry. Yes, I started with $70. I have $1 left. Personal care, I started with $150. I have $50 left, and I'll show you where all that went. Giving, I started with $400, and I have $200 left. Allowance, I started with $250 because there was 5 weeks, and I do $50 a week, so I did increase that. And I have $115 left. And then miscellaneous reward, I'm not going to be using. That's a virtual envelope, and clothing I'm not going to use. So just to take you back really quick to fixed expenses and all this kind of fun stuff, I did have 3 unbudgeted expenses that kind of threw my budget in a little bit of a turmoil. First of all, as you can see, my finger's bandaged. I ended up in the emergency room on the 6th of October to have stitches in my finger, and that was $150 copay for that. For Etsy, I did invest in different sticker paper, so we're going to have removable mat available in the shop, which I like, and I think most of the comments that I've heard is that's what the preference is as well, so we are over budget there. And then household, we had to buy something for the pool, and that was $198, and I did not budget for that. So overall, in my fixed expenses for the month, I'm currently over $117. So I'll show you in my sinking funds where that came from. So in my sinking funds, we were supposed to be on a vacation, a family vacation this month for a wedding in Europe. That got canceled. So I did take the $300 that I was over out of my sinking fund for vacation. Everything else, Megan moving, she's moved, so that $200 was spent. And then bills, gifts, and Christmas, I had put $117 in. I used $647. I had a baby gift and a wedding gift this month, as well as my daughter's birthday. So it's been a very robust gift giving month. So that balance is now $917, and then dentist stayed the same. Okay, so let's get started. And when I went to the bank yesterday and, gave the teller my breakout, she was so cute because, of course, she had questions, but also she really wanted to talk about the whole system, which I thought was cute. I'm sure I'm not the only one that comes in and asks for really random denominations of money, but maybe I was yesterday. And I ended up not taking cash out for the moving. I ended up Venmoing them because that was just easier for them. So, and easier for me, actually. Okay, these are crooked. It's going to bother me. Okay, so let's get started. So for groceries, I literally have 0 in this, but a lot of receipts. So we're going to put in 164, which is the balance of what I have in this category for the month. I really just cannot get this angle right today. And I did get new erasable mark pens because for some reason I have a bad batch of these, but they are the Friction, the erasable. They're the .04, which I prefer the thinner tip. I did get these on Amazon. It was an entire set, I think, for $24 or $27. I ended up doing HelloFresh this month, so I did put that money, I left that money in the account and used it from there. So 164 is going into groceries. I have also finished my card because I reused them. And I'm just keeping my receipts in here, and then at the end of the month I'll just take them all out. And then for eating out, this is really amazing because I normally use this the entire first week of the month, and then we can't eat out the rest of the month. But for this month, I actually have money left over, and I also used, we did a new one. So I have 53 left in this of the 140 that I already had put in. And then I'm going to put the balance in, which is 60, and then that will be it for the month. I should have 60, 113, yep. I started the month off with taking my HelloFresh recipes, going to the grocery store and just making them and using some of what I had in the freezer and some of what I needed to purchase. So this injury was based on a roll that I was trying to cut for a recipe for HelloFresh. So that's why you shouldn't eat bread. It's very dangerous. For giving 200, I have 0 in this category right now. And so this will finish off the month. So I put one in the envelope for church, and then the other one I put in my tabs. And I know I've shown this many times, but this is from A Time From Everything. I got it from Amazon. It came with this, it's kind of like a wax paper wallet as well as the tabs. And then I got a second set, and then I did trim them so they fit into my Kate Spade wallet. But I do this so that I'm not taking all of the money with me when I'm stuffing for a future week, so that I don't tend to spend it. So that will go in there. And then this one goes in here for church. And then allowance, I ended up taking part of my allowance money and putting it into my account because I ordered some stickers offline. So you'll see those on here, as well as some binder and inserts from Amazon. So I just took that money, put it in my account. Normally I don't leave allowance money in my account, but I did want to use PayPal because I could have used the Capital One and then just put it back into the account, but I just wanted to use PayPal, so it came right out of my checking account, so I just put the money back. So I currently have $15 left. And I have another 50 for this week, and then 50 for next week. So I'll put this over here under allowance. And again, that's just so that it's not with me. I can't spend it. And then next Friday, since I won't be doing a cash stuffing, I'll just go to this and pull that 50 out. So currently I should have 50, 65. And I really did a lot of transactions, which makes these really full really fast. So 50 fund with the 15 that's in there, I have 65. And I cannot stress enough how unusual this is that I have money left. Of course, I could have taken the pool or the overage on the shop or any of those things out of the account, but I really like to keep it separately. These are the cash envelopes, the laminate envelopes that we sell in our shop, and then you can customize your labels, or we have kind of a set that seems to be pretty common, and you can have 6 different font choices as well as foil choices. So I chose foil because I love foil. And then for personal care, I'm not going to stuff. I should still have 50 in here, which I do. I started this with $150 in my budget. I do Elements Massage, so that comes out of my account. So I took that out of the budget. And then I had a massage earlier in the month. I'm having one tomorrow. And then we went for manicures and pedicures. So I should still have probably another $20 in here that will stay in this envelope. I haven't been able to get a manicure because I didn't want to get it on 9 fingers and not this one. So that one is good to go. And then for gifts, I don't need to stuff because thank God, I think we've done all the gifts we need to do right now. And then for household, which I don't have an envelope for because it stays at home, I have 110, and that goes over here. And I have $10 left. Okay, so this was supposed to go into, I added to recreation because I have $1 in there. So I did add, because I left $10 in the account and I didn't use it, so I'm going to put this 10 in here. That's why I write down notes to myself. So I have $11 in recreation, so could be a movie if we go on a Tuesday, or it could be something else. I'm not really sure. Okay, so these are stuffed. This goes back into here for later. I'm going to update recreation for $11. So I have 164 left in groceries, eating out 113, giving 200, recreation 11, personal care 50, gifts I'm done with. I ended up, I think, leaving 70 out of what I had budgeted in the sinking fund, which was pretty amazing because there was a few surprises. And allowance, I have 115 left. So what's in here plus what's in my spare will be for later. And then what you don't see on here is household. And then we'll check back in. So just to kind of review this one really quickly. For my monthly budget, I did have some changes over here. So I ended up with $207 more than I had anticipated, and that came out of my expense category because I was paid back for some meals that I had had when I was in New York. I had 2 trips to New York, and I normally don't have that because I don't have a meal allowance need because I'm not traveling that much. So that was really the only change in my budget of what I had expected. My debt snowball, right on track, except for I did add to the Chase card, which is what I run my business expenses through, and then I also bought some planning supplies for 2020. So that was a little bit expensive month. So the payment was in, but then I spent money, so the new balance is here. And then Capital One is cleared. I always clear that, but I had $124 that rolled into the next month, so I paid it at the beginning of the month. So it did come out of my October paycheck, even though it was September 30th. So that's why I put it there. Everything else is on track. I am going to pay extra on this one in November and December, so it'll be paid off before January, and then I'll work on these two. As far as my fixed expenses, I was all over the board, some for the better. So I had things that were less, so less for my cell phone, $57, less for water and trash, $15, less for electricity, $284. That was huge. Life insurance was $25 more because I forgot to add my husband's in. And then my unbudgeted, so for medical copays, I did not have anything budgeted, and we ended up spending $150. I still need to get my stitches out, which are $30, but my doctor's office do not take cash anymore, so who knew? Side hustle, I budgeted $200. I spent $400, so I was over $200 there. And then for household, I budgeted $220. Ended up spending $418, so the $198, which was the pool piece, was over. So from what I had budgeted to my actual, I was over $117. So part of that came out of the sinking funds for vacation, and then part I just kind of absorbed into what was extra, so that I'm staying on budget. So I do keep a slush in my checking account. I try not to use it, but it's great for these times when you're sitting in an emergency room at 11:30 at night and need to pay your copay. So all good there. That's why you have it, right? So that is the cash stuffing envelope for October week 3. I'm going to put these back into my binder. I do list on, for like Capital One, like anything that's going in and out of that account so that I'm always expecting it. And then it just clears at the end of the month. So that is what that is. And then I do use a check register because that helps me to know out of each paycheck what needs to come out, how much cash I need to pull out for my stuffing of my envelopes. And I only pull the cash out twice a month. And then the excess goes into this, and then the rest stays in the account. And I did start with a cushion so that I can always stuff my envelopes prior to the month, because if I have to wait till I'm paid and then rush to the bank and then, do the video and everything else, I'll spend money in the meantime, and then I have to figure that out. So this just makes it easier for me. And so that is cash stuffing for October week 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe, hit the button so that you will be notified, and we appreciate you watching. Thank you so much.